What will it take to solve the bias problem in AI?
So this is a huge question, and I don't think I have the answer for it. What I have is that are just maybe a few tweaks and suggestions that I'm happy to share with you about how data teams and AI teams can do and adopt in order to design, implement, and deliver products that can be less biased. And the first things that I would like to share is about the team. So we tend to think that the best AI product is based on the best model algorithm, and this is definitely something that we can't ignore. So good algorithms means definitely good quality. But we also have to think about people, the human people that are working on that. And as long as we can have a team that is inclusive and that can embed and have different perspectives and views, we can really, in this way, we can really try to avoid and or at least decrease the bias that is embedded and is present in our, intrinsically, I would say, in our products. And another thing that it's really worth to mention is about the data quality. As we know, AI is a data-based product, and as we also know, garbage in and garbage out. So it's really important that we take care about the quality of the data that we are using, and that we we ensure that this data is good and it doesn't mirror itself the bias that can be in our society. Because it's not just about completeness and being sure that the data are actually representative of our world, but it's also making sure that those data are not including themselves as a mirror of the society, the bias that is in the society, in the world we are living. And this is something that it's crucial. And again, an inclusive team is essential in this context to make sure or to support in this kind of strategy. And moving from the design part to the actual implementation, another thing that I would strongly suggest and recommend is the use of many metrics and many and all the can I say computations that are currently in place and that are provided by the big tech providers to analyze the output itself of our result. And this is something really important. We don't really have to stop, we can't stop in deep diving and to explore the output of our results. Something that I'm really struggling with and I'm really afraid of is what's called validation bias. And validation bias when you have a result that actually matches what you think is right. And this is something really dangerous, because if the result of my model actually represents what I think is right, I will stop deep diving the results and I will stop asking questions. And this is exactly the point where biases and wrong results start.